Imagine if the items you once considered trash could be transformed into enchanting treasures, breathing whimsical life into your outdoor spaces. Welcome, beloved garden enthusiasts. At Suhar Aesthetic Studio, every creation is a heartfelt endeavor, born from a deep passion for beauty and sustainability. Today, we embark on a delightful journey through the magical realm of fairy garden decor, focusing on the incredible potential of recycled materials. We craft with purpose, pouring our hearts into designs that inspire and uplift. You'll discover how common objects find a fantastical second life, becoming charming abodes, unique planters, and sparkling accents for your very own miniature fairyland. This content is lovingly crafted for you, our amazing audience. We pour our soul into every piece, hoping to spark your creativity and bring more magic into your world. Behind this screen is not just a creator, but someone with a dream and a family growing alongside this channel. Your presence, every like, comment, and subscription means the absolute world. Thank you for being here, for seeing the magic, and for allowing us to share this journey with you. One, Fairy Tale Pot Cottage. Amidst a vibrant garden landscape, a charming fairy house, lovingly crafted from a repurposed clay pot, stands as a beacon of enchantment. The once-whole pot now features delightful cracks, each revealing glimpses into the cozy dwellings within. Patches of lush green moss adorn the rooftop and trace the contours of the fissures, bestowing a sense of timelessness and harmony with nature. A petite, arched wooden door, complete with a tiny window, beckons visitors down a winding path of small, smooth stones. Several round windows, each divided by a delicate cross, hint at the magical inhabitants within. A riot of colorful flowers, in shades of vibrant pink, soft yellow, and delicate purple, flourishes at the base of this unique abode, creating a welcoming and whimsical scene. This imaginative transformation showcases how a discarded garden container can be reborn as a captivating centerpiece for a fairy garden, embodying the spirit of resourcefulness and the charm of a miniature world built with recycled treasures. 2. Blooming Brands Toaster. An old, chrome toaster, showing signs of gentle wear, has been repurposed into a delightful and whimsical planter, nestled in a field of soft green grass. Its shiny metallic surface is partially embraced by patches of vibrant green moss, giving it a charmingly overgrown appearance. Instead of heating bread, this vintage appliance now nurtures a collection of delicate flowers. From the toaster slots, colorful blossoms erupt, creating miniature floral displays within the openings. Tiny handwritten labels, such as Arena, Carnes, Crayon, Butter, Poodles, and Mayhan, are delicately placed amongst the flowers, adding a curious and playful touch. The top of the toaster also serves as a miniature garden bed, overflowing with a mix of pink, white, and purple flowers and slender sprigs of lavender. This creative transformation takes a common household item and imbues it with new life and beauty, making it a unique and eye-catching element for a fairy garden or any imaginative outdoor setting. It's a charming example of how discarded objects can be reimagined with a touch of whimsy and nature's embrace. 3. Skateboard Bloom Shelf. Against a rugged backdrop of moss-covered stone, a vibrant and unexpected shelf showcases a row of blooming plants. This unique planter display is ingeniously crafted from a repurposed skateboard, its underside boasting a cheerful floral design that adds a playful splash of color to the scene. The wheels remain attached, giving a hint of its former life as a mode of transport, now cleverly mounted horizontally to serve a new purpose. Several small terracotta pots, each holding a compact cluster of lush flowers in shades of pink, white, and purple, are neatly arranged along the board. These blooms, possibly miniature hydrangeas or similar dense flowering plants, add a soft, natural contrast to the skateboard's urban origins. The setup beautifully illustrates how a discarded recreational item can be transformed into a striking and functional piece of garden decor. It provides an excellent vertical gardening solution for small spaces or simply adds a touch of quirky charm to a fairy garden, blending forgotten street culture with the delicate beauty of nature. 4. Mossy swings of delight. In a whimsical clearing, bathed in soft sunlight, two enchanting miniature swings offer a delightful spot for tiny visitors. The supporting structures for these fairy swings are graceful arches, thickly covered in vibrant green moss, suggesting repurposed branches or carefully shaped wire frames wrapped in natural material. Adorning these mossy supports is a charming array of flowers. Soft pink roses nestle amongst clusters of purple and yellow wildflowers, creating a scene of natural beauty. The seats of the swings appear to be crafted from thin slices of wood or bark, retaining their rustic texture and natural charm. They are suspended by delicate ropes, likely thin twine or strong thread, adding to the ethereal feel. The ground below is a lush carpet of green grass, scattered with more of the same colorful blossoms that decorate the arches, creating a cohesive and magical environment. These swings exemplify how natural and possibly repurposed elements can be combined to create enchanting and playful features for a fairy garden, inviting imaginative play and adding a touch of whimsy to the landscape. 5. Tiny logs over stream. Spanning a shimmering miniature stream, a charming fairy bridge invites tiny travelers to cross. The bridge's foundation is constructed from small, smooth logs or thick twigs, possibly gathered from the garden or repurposed from discarded branches. These logs are laid closely together, forming a sturdy pathway over the sparkling blue water, which might be a shallow dish or a creatively sculpted bed of resin or glass beads. The bridge features delicate railings, supported by slender posts that appear to be crafted from thin twigs or painted wire. Adorning these railings is a delightful array of colorful flowers. Soft pink, vibrant purple, and creamy yellow blossoms are carefully placed along the sides, adding a touch of natural beauty and whimsy to the structure. Small pebbles line the banks of the stream, leading up to the bridge, and a few fallen petals drift gently on the water's surface. This enchanting bridge exemplifies how natural and readily available materials can be transformed into a captivating feature for a fairy garden, creating a picturesque scene and fostering a sense of miniature adventure. 6. Pebble Castle Fortress. Standing proudly amidst a meadow of colorful wildflowers, a magnificent miniature castle rises, a testament to clever craftsmanship with natural materials. This enchanting fairy fortress is ingeniously constructed from numerous smooth, flat stones and pebbles, carefully stacked and arranged to form its sturdy walls and towers. The varying sizes and earthy tones of the stones give the castle a timeless, ancient appearance, as if it has always been a part of the landscape. Tiny arched doorways and windows, seemingly carved or molded into the stone, invite exploration into the miniature abode. Several conical roofs, possibly fashioned from bark pieces, small pine cones, or sculpted clay, top the various towers, adding to its storybook charm. A delicate path of smaller pebbles leads directly to the castle's main entrance, while a miniature flagpole, perhaps a thin twig with a tiny fabric flag, proudly waves from the highest turret. Surrounded by vibrant pink, purple, and yellow blossoms, this stone structure exemplifies how simple, found elements from nature can be transformed into a durable and enchanting centerpiece for any fairy garden, creating a sense of enduring magic. Seven, Tea Kettle Cottage Home. Nestled within a blooming meadow of pink, white, and purple wildflowers, a charming fairy house has been ingeniously crafted from a repurposed metal teapot. Its curved body, now painted with a whimsical patchwork pattern resembling tiny stones, features a quaint wooden door with a round window, perhaps made from thin slices of wood or twigs. A small set of steps, possibly pebbles or tiny wood pieces, leads to the inviting entrance. The teapot spout serves as a delightful chimney from which a wisp of smoke, perhaps cotton or cleverly shaped paper, playfully curls into the air. Additional windows, adorned with crosshatch details, are cut into the sides of the teapot, allowing light to filter into the cozy dwelling. The teapot's handle arches gracefully overhead. The base of this unique home is surrounded by a profusion of colorful blossoms, creating a miniature garden at its doorstep. This imaginative transformation showcases how an ordinary kitchen item can be given a magical second life as a captivating centerpiece in a fairy garden, blending domestic charm with natural beauty. 8. Whimsical Headboard Garden. Resting gracefully on a bed of green grass, an old, ornate headboard has been repurposed into a charmingly whimsical garden feature. Its weathered white paint, with delightful crackling and signs of age, adds to its vintage appeal. The headboard's decorative carvings provide a beautiful backdrop for the floral display. The central panel features a lattice design, possibly originally part of the bed frame, now creating a perfect support for climbing or vining plants, although none are present in bloom. Instead, the space behind and around the headboard is filled with an abundant arrangement of tall, colorful flowers. Spikes of purple, pink, and cream blossoms rise upwards, creating a vibrant and textured display. The headboard effectively acts as a frame for this natural artwork. At the base, nestled in the grass, a tiny arched wooden door, perhaps crafted from scrap wood or painted craft sticks, suggests a secret entrance for the garden's fairy residence. This creative transformation breathes new life into a discarded piece of furniture, turning it into a unique and enchanting focal point for an outdoor space, blending the elegance of repurposed decor with the beauty of blooming flowers. 9. Dish Rack Bloom Display. Perched atop a moss-covered stone wall, a vintage metal dish rack has been cleverly repurposed into a charming tiered planter, showcasing a delightful array of flowers and teaware. The rack, with its aged patina of rust and faded turquoise paint, hints at its previous life in a bustling kitchen. Now it offers a unique and whimsical display for a fairy garden. Each tier of the dish rack holds a charming arrangement of miniature flowers in shades of pink, purple, and white, interspersed with delicate green foliage. Instead of plates and cups, the rack cradles vintage teacups, saucers, and even a small teapot, seemingly integrated into the floral displays as decorative elements. The flowers appear to spill gently from the teacups and around the teaware, creating a sense of a magical tea party in full bloom. This imaginative transformation of a common household item into a multi-level planter demonstrates a creative approach to repurposing, adding a touch of nostalgic charm and floral beauty to an outdoor space. 10. Straw Hat Floral Wreath. Gracing a weathered wooden wall, an old straw hat has been beautifully reimagined as a welcoming piece of garden art. Its natural woven texture and classic shape hint at sunny days worn, but now it serves a delightful new purpose, suspended by a dark, rustic hook. The brim of the hat is adorned with a lush and vibrant wreath of flowers, a captivating mix of pink, purple, and white blossoms, including delicate daisies, fuller dahlias, and slender sprigs of lavender, creates a rich halo of color. These flowers, whether meticulously arranged artificial blooms or carefully preserved dried ones, are intertwined to form a continuous garland around the hat's crown. The natural straw provides a charming backdrop for the colorful petals. Trailing green vines climb the wooden wall around the hat, further integrating this repurposed accessory into the garden's natural beauty. This imaginative transformation breathes new life into a simple, discarded item, turning it into an eye-catching and charming focal point for any outdoor space, perfectly blending rustic charm with floral elegance. 11. Coconut Shell Fairy Hideaway. Hanging gently from a moss-covered branch, a whimsical fairy house has been lovingly created from a repurposed coconut shell. The natural, curved form of the shell provides a perfect foundation for this charming miniature dwelling. Two halves of the coconut shell fit together to form the main body and roof, their textured surfaces adding a rustic touch. A small, arched wooden door, featuring a round window, is nestled into the front, possibly crafted from thin wood slices or sturdy bark. Round windows with crosshatch details are carved or placed on either side, allowing glimpses of the imagined interior. The coconut shell is adorned with delicate flowers in shades of pink, purple, and cream, along with patches of vibrant green moss at the base, suggesting a thriving garden surrounding the tiny home. It is suspended by natural twine, adding to its organic feel. This creative transformation beautifully illustrates how discarded natural materials can be reimagined into enchanting shelters for a fairy garden, blending tropical charm with woodland magic. 12. Eggshell Fairy Village. Winding through a vibrant bed of mossy grass, a pastel path leads to a delightful miniature village. This enchanting community is composed of numerous small, egg-shaped fairy houses, each painted in soft shades of pink, purple, and mint green, creating a charming, dreamlike scene. These tiny abodes appear to be ingeniously crafted from repurposed eggshells, meticulously cleaned, reinforced, and painted to resemble cozy homes. Each diminutive dwelling features a quaint, arched doorway and several small, square windows, carefully painted or applied to the smooth, curved surfaces. Some even boast tiny chimneys and roof details, adding to their whimsical character. The pathway itself is made from a series of flat, smooth pebbles, also painted in harmonious pastel tones of pink, purple, and pale green, guiding tiny feet through the village. Scattered generously around the houses and along the path are delicate pink wildflowers, complementing the soft colors of the structures. This creative use of discarded eggshells transforms them into a captivating and sustainable landscape, inviting unseen inhabitants into a truly magical and imaginative world. "13. Racket of Blooming Dreams." Hanging against a rustic wooden fence, an old wooden tennis racket has been repurposed into a charmingly whimsical floral display. Its worn frame and tightly strung net, once used for energetic games, now serve as a unique support for delicate blooms. The racket's handle, wrapped in aged leather, adds a touch of vintage character to this repurposed piece. Woven through the strings and around the frame is a beautiful arrangement of pastel flowers. Soft pink, delicate cream, and sprigs of light purple blossoms, reminiscent of sweet peas and lavender, intertwine gracefully. Sheer ribbons in complementary shades of white and pale pink cascade from the bottom of the racket, adding a flowing, ethereal quality to the display. Moss grows gently on the wooden fence behind, enhancing the natural, garden-inspired feel of this upcycled artwork. This creative transformation breathes new life into a forgotten sporting item, turning it into an eye-catching and romantic focal point for any outdoor space, perfectly blending athletic history with floral elegance. 14. Platter Pond Serenity. A tranquil water feature, perfect for a miniature garden, is artfully created from a repurposed ceramic or glass platter. Its wide, shallow form, with a distinctive blue-gray rim, cradles crystal-clear water, reflecting the soft light above. This once ordinary serving dish has found a new, serene purpose as a peaceful pond for tiny garden inhabitants. Within the water, a scattering of smooth, gray pebbles forms the pond bed, providing a natural base. Floating gently on the surface are several miniature green succulents or lily pad-like plants, adding touches of vibrant life. The subtle ripples visible on the water's surface suggest a gentle breeze or the touch of a tiny visitor. Surrounding the improvised pond, the ground is covered with more small gray stones, interspersed with soft patches of green moss. A cheerful array of colorful flowers, pink, white, yellow, and purple daisies or chrysanthemums, blossom around the edges, framing the water feature with natural beauty. This simple yet effective transformation of a discarded dish creates a captivating and calming oasis, proving that beautiful garden elements can emerge from unexpected, recycled sources. 15. Rustic Stool Bloom Display. In a sun-dappled expanse of green grass dotted with lavender, a humble wooden stool finds new life as an elevated pedestal for a magnificent floral arrangement. This rustic piece, possibly salvaged from an old kitchen or workshop, features a distressed paint finish in faded pink and lavender hues, hinting at a cherished past. Its sturdy yet weathered appearance perfectly complements the natural surroundings. Perched atop the stool is a classic terracotta pot, brimming with a generous cascade of flowers. Soft pink roses mingle with delicate white blossoms and fragrant spikes of purple lavender, creating a lush, rounded bouquet that overflows the pot's edges. The varied textures and harmonious colors of the blooms offer a stunning contrast against the aged wood of the stool. This ingenious repurposing transforms a simple, discarded piece of furniture into an enchanting focal point for any garden. It not only adds height and dimension to the floral display but also embodies the spirit of sustainable decor, proving that beauty can flourish from unexpected second chances. 16. Toolbox bloom carrier. Resting on a bed of vibrant green grass, a weathered metal toolbox has been charmingly repurposed into a unique and rustic flower planter. Its aged surface, with patches of rust and faded paint in hues of gray and light blue, tells a story of past projects and hard work. Now, instead of tools, it carries a delightful assortment of colorful blooms. Overflowing from the open compartments of the toolbox is a cheerful mix of pink, white, and yellow blossoms, interspersed with delicate sprigs of purple lavender. These flowers create a soft and natural contrast to the sturdy, industrial feel of the metal container. Several small gardening tools, including a trowel and a hand fork, are also nestled amongst the flowers, perhaps hinting at the origins of this repurposed item. The toolbox's handle adds to its portability and rustic charm. This imaginative transformation breathes new life into a discarded object, turning a functional item into a whimsical and eye-catching piece of garden decor, perfectly blending utility with natural beauty. 17. Floral memory display. Resting on a rustic, moss-kissed wooden surface, a vintage metal display case or perhaps an old photo frame has been beautifully repurposed into a unique botanical exhibit. Its aged silver frame, complete with a small handle on top, hints at a past life of holding precious memories, now transformed to showcase nature's delicate artistry. Within the frame, several square panels feature exquisite floral designs. Each panel showcases a different bloom: pink cosmos, white daisies, and sprigs of lavender, interspersed with faded, elegant script, giving the impression of pressed flowers or aged botanical prints. These inserts could be real dried flowers meticulously arranged, or art prints, protected by glass or laminate. The entire piece is set against a soft, blurred background of green and purple blooms, with real daisies and pink petals scattered around its base, seamlessly integrating it into the garden environment. This imaginative transformation breathes new life into a discarded object, turning it into a charming and eye-catching focal point for a fairy garden, blending nostalgic charm with natural beauty and a whisper of untold stories. 18. Whimsical teacup mushroom home. Nestled amongst a bed of soft green moss and surrounded by a delicate scattering of pink, purple, and white flowers, a charming fairy house takes the form of a whimsical mushroom. Its smooth, red cap, adorned with tiny white polka dots, could have once been a repurposed teacup or a similarly shaped lid. This inverted cap rests atop a white base, possibly another, larger teacup or a small ceramic bowl, creating the stem of the magical dwelling. A small, arched wooden door, featuring a round window, is nestled into the side of the stem, inviting tiny inhabitants inside. This door could be crafted from thin slices of wood or sturdy bark. Two small, round windows with crosshatch details are also visible on the stem, hinting at cozy light within. Lush ferns and more delicate flowers rise up around the base of this enchanting home, integrating it seamlessly into its natural surroundings. This imaginative transformation showcases how everyday ceramic items can be repurposed with a touch of creativity to create a delightful and unique centerpiece for a fairy garden, blending fantasy with sustainable design. 19. Pebble patio gathering. Nestled within a lush carpet of vibrant green moss and framed by a delightful border of pink, white, and purple wildflowers, a charming miniature patio invites quiet contemplation. This unique seating area is ingeniously crafted from countless small pebbles, arranged in a captivating spiral pattern of contrasting dark and light stones. These smooth, unassuming rocks, perhaps gathered from a garden path or a craft supply excess, form the very foundation of this tranquil space. At the heart of the pebble spiral stands a tiny round table, accompanied by 4 miniature chairs. The furniture, with its smooth, rounded forms, appears to be sculpted from small stones, clay, or possibly even repurposed beads, artfully designed for unseen guests. A single delicate pink flower graces the tabletop, adding a touch of natural elegance to the setting. This serene patio exemplifies how simple, readily available natural elements can be transformed into an inviting and enchanting focal point for a fairy garden, creating a peaceful gathering spot that sparks imagination and blends seamlessly with the natural world. 20. Utensil Gate to Wonder. Marking the entrance to a whimsical pathway, a charming miniature gate has been creatively constructed from repurposed silverware. 2 spoons and 2 forks, likely salvaged from a mismatched set or a thrift store find, are artfully arranged and fastened together to form the gate structure. Their metallic sheen catches the sunlight, adding a touch of unexpected elegance to the rustic setting. The handles of the spoons arch gracefully at the top, while the forks interlock to create the central bars of the gate. Delicate flowers in shades of pink, cream, and purple are nestled amongst the cutlery, softening the metallic edges with natural beauty. Tiny water droplets cling to the flowers and the silverware, as if from a recent rain. A path of small, flat stones leads through the utensil gate and into the enchanting greenery beyond. This inventive use of discarded kitchenware transforms ordinary objects into a captivating and unique feature for a fairy garden, hinting at the magical realm that lies just beyond its quirky entrance. 21. Belted Hanging Bloom Pot. Suspended gently, swaying in the soft garden air, a unique hanging planter catches the light. This charming piece is ingeniously crafted from a rustic terracotta pot, its weathered surface hinting at a long life in the garden. What truly sets it apart are its distinctive hangers, a series of old leather belts, possibly salvaged from forgotten wardrobes, now repurposed to cradle the pot. The belts, in faded shades of pink and light blue, crisscross around the pot, held securely by their buckles, forming a sturdy yet stylish suspension system. From the opening of the pot, a vibrant explosion of flowers bursts forth. A lush mix of pink and white daisies, delicate small roses, and fragrant purple lavender creates a rich tapestry of color and texture. The blooms spill over the edges, softening the lines of the pot and belts. This imaginative transformation breathes new life into discarded accessories and a common garden item, turning them into an eye-catching and sustainable display. It adds a touch of rustic elegance and a pop of color to any outdoor space, proving that beauty can indeed be found in giving old items a brand new purpose. 22. Wishing Well Water Garden. At the heart of a vibrant mossy patch, surrounded by a delightful mix of pink, purple, and cream blossoms, rests a charming miniature wishing well. Its circular stone structure, likely crafted from small, smooth pebbles or molded clay, sits within a shallow dish filled with clear water, possibly a repurposed glass pie plate or serving platter. This clever use of a discarded household item creates a tranquil water feature. The well is topped with a rustic wooden framework, seemingly made from small twigs or painted craft sticks, supporting a tiny bucket that hangs suspended over the water. The bucket, perhaps fashioned from a bead cap or a small section of a twig, is attached to a delicate chain or thread. A single, delicate pink flower floats gracefully on the water's surface within the well. The surrounding flowers add a burst of natural color and fragrance to this enchanting scene. This miniature wishing well beautifully exemplifies how simple, recycled materials and natural elements can be combined to create a captivating and whimsical focal point for a fairy garden, inviting tiny wishes to be whispered into its tranquil depths. 23. Framed floral silhouette. Hanging delicately from a moss-covered branch, a repurposed embroidery hoop has been transformed into an enchanting piece of garden art. The circular wooden frame, secured at the top, holds a sheer, light-colored fabric taut within it. This simple crafting tool now serves as a canvas for a delicate floral silhouette. A vibrant assortment of miniature flowers in shades of pink, purple, and cream, along with slender sprigs of lavender and delicate greenery, are artfully arranged along the bottom curve of the fabric. These blossoms, possibly dried or artificial for longevity, create a beautiful semicircular design, suggesting a burgeoning garden within the frame. Tiny sparkling elements, perhaps dewdrops or glitter, are scattered across the sheer fabric, catching the sunlight and adding a touch of ethereal shimmer. This creative transformation breathes new life into an often overlooked crafting supply, turning it into a charming and unique hanging decoration for a fairy garden or any outdoor space, perfectly blending simplicity with natural beauty. 24. Cookie cutter bloom border. Nestled in a bed of rich, dark earth, a charming circular flower patch is uniquely framed by an array of repurposed metal cookie cutters. These vintage tools, once destined for baking, now stand upright, their rusted, weathered surfaces telling tales of countless pastries. Shapes like stars, hearts, and various flowers create a delightful, irregular border around a central burst of color. Each cookie cutter is firmly pressed into the soil, creating individual compartments or simply acting as a decorative edge. Within this inventive frame, a lush cluster of small, vibrant flowers thrives. Delicate pink and white blossoms, possibly miniature pansies or petunias, form a soft mound of petals, beautifully contained by the metal shapes. The contrast between the rough, oxidized metal and the tender, colorful blooms adds a compelling visual appeal. This ingenious reuse transforms discarded kitchenware into an eye-catching and functional element for a fairy garden or any small planting area, proving that creativity can give new life to forgotten objects and bring unexpected charm to outdoor spaces. 25. Bottle Cap Bistro Set. In a whimsical clearing amidst a scattering of oversized pink, white, and yellow blossoms, a charming miniature bistro set invites tiny fairy patrons. The round tabletop is formed by a collection of smooth, flat pebbles stacked one upon the other, providing a natural and stable surface. A vibrant green bottle cap serves as a tiny tablecloth, adding a pop of color to the stone base. Atop this minuscule table, two equally small, clear glasses or vases hold a single delicate pink bloom each, completing the intimate setting. For delightful chairs surround the table, each uniquely crafted. The seats are formed by colorful bottle caps, pink, light green, and lavender, likely secured to slender legs made from twigs or painted wire. The back of each chair features another bottle cap, adding a cohesive and playful design element. This entire scene exemplifies creative repurposing, transforming discarded bottle caps and simple stones into a captivating and functional miniature furniture set, perfect for a magical garden gathering. It's a testament to how small, often overlooked items can be reimagined with delightful results. 26. Navigator's Floral Gateway. Standing upright as a grand centerpiece, a weathered ship's wheel has been beautifully repurposed into a majestic floral gateway for a magical garden. Its sturdy wooden frame, with a dark, aged patina and hints of metallic accents on its central hub, speaks of countless voyages across vast seas. Now, this nautical relic anchors a world of blossoms on solid ground. Intricately woven through every spoke and around the rim of the wheel is a lavish cascade of flowers. Delicate pink, pristine white, and soft purple blooms, interspersed with slender green leaves, form a lush living wreath that softens the industrial edges of the wheel. These vibrant flowers could be a mix of small flowering plants, meticulously tucked in, or a durable arrangement of artificial blooms for year-round beauty. The entire structure is positioned within a garden pathway, flanked by a profusion of similar wildflowers, enhancing the sense of stepping through a portal into a whimsical realm. This imaginative transformation breathes new life into a discarded object, turning it into an eye-catching and sustainable focal point that invites adventurous spirits into the heart of the fairy garden. 27. Spoon Petal Whirligig. Rising from a bed of lush green moss, amidst a delightful scattering of pink, white, and purple blossoms, a whimsical whirligig adds a touch of playful movement to the fairy garden. Its petals are ingeniously crafted from repurposed metal spoons, their polished surfaces catching and reflecting the soft sunlight. 6 spoons are arranged in a circular pattern, their handles meeting at a central point, creating a flower-like form that spins gently in the breeze. The spoons are attached to a slender central rod, likely a painted stick or piece of wire, which is anchored in a small, round metal container, possibly a repurposed tin. This container is filled with tiny gray pebbles, providing stability to the whimsical structure. The spoons themselves show slight variations in their metallic sheen, suggesting they may have come from a mismatched set or been individually sourced. This imaginative creation transforms everyday kitchen utensils into a charming and dynamic piece of garden art, exemplifying the delightful possibilities of upcycling and bringing a sense of light-hearted fun to the miniature landscape. 28. Pastel Wagon Delivery. Trundling across a vibrant green lawn dotted with an abundance of pink, purple, and yellow wildflowers, a charming miniature wooden wagon adds a delightful touch to the fairy garden. Its rustic frame, crafted from small, weathered pieces of wood or carefully selected twigs, evokes a sense of timeless charm. What truly makes this tiny vehicle stand out are its wheels, painted in playful pastel shades of light pink and mint green. These round accents might be cleverly repurposed bottle caps, flattened plastic discs, or small wooden cutouts, adding a whimsical contrast to the natural wood. Inside the wagon's bed, 2 miniature containers, resembling tiny mugs with lids, are neatly placed. One is a soft white, the other a gentle lavender, perhaps made from thimbles or small, decorative beads. This entire setup demonstrates an imaginative approach to recycling, transforming humble, discarded items into a captivating scene of miniature transport. It brings a sense of activity and charm to the garden, inviting imaginative play and endless possibilities for what tiny treasures it might carry. As we conclude this enchanting tour, we hope you found abundant inspiration for your magical spaces. It's truly incredible what new life imagination gives to forgotten items, transforming them into garden treasures. We encourage you to look at everyday objects with fresh eyes. What hidden potential do they hold for your miniature world, just waiting to be discovered? Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which recycled decor idea resonated most today? Share your brilliant upcycling projects below. Your unique ideas inspire our growing community. Thank you for joining us on this whimsical journey. We truly cherish your presence and can't wait for our next magical adventure. Happy crafting, and may your gardens always be filled with wonder.